The rivalry between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Florida State Seminoles. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game he understands the rivalry nature of this game, and he has asked his players to play with poise every step of the way. This crowd can get you off your pace. They can disrupt things at the line of scrimmage. And he said, guys, we have to communicate and stick together in this environment today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Seminoles headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the run, it's Fletcher. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Here's Mensah to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Just going to keep it after the snap. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a number 1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. You're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Canes are moving quickly down the field. Mensah. Got got a man. It's Lofton. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Chop, they're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Throwing Mensa. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just on the same page with his target.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Touchdown, Hurricanes! He got a step and just dusted the field.
I love the aggressive nature in the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down. Obviously, you just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it. They score a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Coming out aggressively. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
And this team right now has got to be in some shell shock, right? I mean, you can't start any worse. Your defense allows a touchdown on the opening drive, and on your offensive first play, you throw a pick. You just got to take a deep breath right now. Everything is a tidal wave that you're trying to fight against. It's just going to take one good one to turn this thing around, but this is not the start they were hoping for.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for a crease. It's Fletcher. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Got his man downfield. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass, really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Runs through the tackle. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play and they pick up a big gainer.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's Mensa to throw. Here's a heat. And down he goes. How about this job by the defense? A well-disguised blitz by the free safety results in a sack.
And you don't blitz the free safety much because he's a guy that stays back usually. But what do? You said well-disguised. That's what you got to do. You got to make it look like you're dropping for a pass, bring the blitz. Offensive line was full. He comes flying through there, untouched, gets the sack.
They want a little extra time to think over this third and long as we've got a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And now if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good fourth down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. He wants to throw. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Let's see what they've got on second down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Takes a hit as he fires. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. A little screen to the running back. He'll be stopped at the 28. That's a couple of yards short of the line to gain, and they'll need 2 on 4th down. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Could be an alley. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback making checks. He leaves it with his back. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up his first period with a huge gain. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period, first down here. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game.
And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Hits the accelerator to the right. Past the 20. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he's going to bring this one out. Makes a move. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. The pitch. Turning it on. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Off play action. That's caught. It's Riles. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. And the Knowles are in the hurry-up. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end, can catch the football and make big plays.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Seminoles. It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've been frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. These two have storied traditions in the history of the sport, but in the not-too-distant past, Miami actually considered giving up football, and Florida State was an afterthought.
Now, a lot of people forget back in the day when Miami was in the Big East, right? And Florida State was in the ACC. This was kind of an interconference battle every time they played. But no doubt, David, this game just holds so much more significance to both programs.
Both in the state of Florida. Florida State, Miami, the uniforms are so great. The lineage, the history of the players. So it does. It feels like this rivalry's been playing a lot longer than since 1950.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Thomas. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. Leaves it with the back. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The play action fake. Slings it downfield.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands. And it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Daniels. Here's the pressure. Shoots it to the left. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They booted away on fourth down. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Mensah stepping to the right, throwing on the run, and that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Corners are going to bail. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's got an open man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Throwing, Mensah. Fires to the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football.
They're bringing the chop, they're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Got his man out of the backfield. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Quarterback strolling away from heat.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball in the ground.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The Hurricanes will call their 3rd timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Mensah to throw. He'll pull it down and run. He's got it. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the 1st half. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Washington Huskies. And it's Texas A&M able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And it moves their mark to 6-1 as they continue to play awfully well here in the season's 1st half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Mountain West.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the 2nd half, those 2 turnovers in the 1st.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number 1 thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
That's why it's so important to have success on 1st and 2nd down. They're running the ball on 2nd down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
The Noles are facing 3rd and inches. On the option. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line.
You kind of thought in that situation the QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that 1st down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And the Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Lets it fly. Makes the grab. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. From the gun, running back gets the give. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Unloads quickly. Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. He'll bring it out. It's Compton. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. It's picked off, and that's number 10. The pick 6, he takes it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. You're exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. There he goes. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. While they have a look at the injured player, will take a timeout. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Mensa. Looking to the big tight end.
Makes the catch. It's Lofton.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Throwing, Mensa. Escapes the pressure to his right. Caught! So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Got a little grass. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Knowles! With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half.
Well, the defense have been doing a pretty good job bottling this guy up. They knew that was a big key in this game, but this guy's got the ability where it just takes one, David, and that was the play right there. Nice vision, able to get into the open field, and his speed did the rest.
And that's why you keep handing him the football. Like, he's going to get stopped, sure, but any given moment, he can make the big play for this offense. They'll keep feeding him because he is that dude.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for room. It's Fletcher. At the 35, he's up just plowing ahead. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Right, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Here's Mensa to throw. Rush is on him. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The Hurricanes back on top.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. That's reeled in. It's Daniels. Speeding down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown Seminoles. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Seminoles back in the lead.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect him. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And now this offense needs a late 4th-quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Running inside, it's Fletcher. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. He's got him. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get it through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back. And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
There's a crease. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
We got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for a first down.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. He's got it on the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a two-possession lead.
Onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Mensah. Here comes the heat. He's got it.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The run inside. It's Fletcher. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Vaughn. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the fourth quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
Throwing, Mensah. Oh, they're after him. Blasted as he lets it go.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Back to pass on second down. Moving out to the right. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down, you've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2 minutes. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on third down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a first down.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where, can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs.
You're down 2 possessions, fourth quarter, time's not your friend. You got to take a shot. Defense doing a great job in the end zone, making sure that ball falls incomplete. Clean play, excellent coverage, everybody's eyes on the quarterback. That's probably going to seal the deal for this defense.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Daniels. They get to him as he throws. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. There's been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
The Hurricanes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Here's Mensah to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
From the gun. Working that left side now. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick. David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick it onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Who could ask for anything more? Coming down the gut of the game, and maybe one of those moments that will be etched in the annals of this rivalry forever.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
It's a reverse. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. When the Seminoles and Hurricanes get together, and it is Florida State celebrating the flaming spear